all EastEnders cast returns, exits and new arrivals coming up in 2025. Fans have been thrilled to see a number of high-profile returns for the milestone, including Ross Kemp as Grant Mitchell and a shock cameo from Anita Dobson as original Queen Vic landlady Angie Watts. Sadly, however, the week's episode saw beloved legacy character Martin Fowler tragically die in Stacey Slater's arms after the Queen Vic exploded. In the wake of the devastation, we saw a quadruple exit: Sonia Fowler, her sister Bianca Jackson, and daughters Bex and Julia. In the same episode, we heard archive voice recordings of Doc Cotton, plus Brian Conley briefly reprised his Rocky Cotton role. Although the big 40th week is now over, there are still set to be more faces popping in and out of Albert Square in the coming months. EastEnders cast departures: Nigel Bates. There was a huge surprise for 90s EastEnders fans back in December when Nigel Bates made an unexpected comeback, 26 years after his last appearance. Since his return, he has been supporting old-school friend Phil Mitchell through his mental health crisis, while also dealing with the fact he has been diagnosed with young-onset dementia himself. While Nigel has been a welcome addition to the square, actor Paul is only back temporarily, although it is not yet known how long his stint is set to last for. Stacey Slater. Stacey Slater actress Lacey Turner is currently on semi-maternity leave from the soap after welcoming her third child, a daughter called Gypsy, in January. Recent scenes have shown her dealing with the loss of Martin Fowler, locking herself away in her room away from the hustle and bustle of the Slater household. Lacey returned to the show's studios at Elstree just a month after giving birth for the live episode, where she delivered a powerhouse performance during Martin's final moments. It was confirmed that Lacey will leave her role as Stacey later in 2025. A spokesperson stated the door will be left open for her return, adding there's still plenty of drama ahead before her exit. Felix Baker star Matthew James Morrison, who made history as Walford's first ever regular drag queen Tara Missu, will exit the show after 3 years. The character made his square debut in 2022, arriving with brother Finlay and dad Avery. A BBC spokesperson said, "We can confirm that Matthew will be leaving EastEnders later in the year. We wish him all the best for the future." Felix's exit comes as new boss Ben Wadey commences his tenure as executive producer. EastEnders cast returns. Sharon Watts. Letitia Dean is currently on a break from the BBC soap. Sharon was grappling with the aftermath of her affair with Grant Mitchell, which had been realised by his brother Phil, when her half-sister Vicky Fowler arrived from Australia. Phil had hopes of reuniting with her, but that idea was now blown out of the water. It explained that she had gone to stay with Jada Lennox, as she can't face the upset she felt for Martin. As viewers of the BBC One soap will remember, Jada is the ex-partner of Sharon's late son Denny, and mother of her granddaughter Alyssa. Another big return, Kate Oates, the Beebs head of continuing drama, has confirmed that another familiar face is on their way back to Walford. They will follow in the footsteps of Bianca Jackson, David Wicks, and Chrissy Watts, who have all returned alongside many other names over the last year. If you like a return, I don't think you're going to be disappointed, because there's potentially one on the cards, she said. There are some really big stories coming up, and if it's a return you're after, then you might be interested in what's on the horizon.
Các bạn vừa theo dõi một sản phẩm của EastEnders January TV. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại các bạn